Hey guys, welcome to another video with me, Crazy Skin Dog, and we've got heats 3 and 4 of round 5 of the Castle Combe Karting Championship, which was a bit more like a boating championship in the first video there. By this point the track started to dry a little bit, the rain stopped, and so the track is in that really annoying greasy transition phase where one part of the track is bone dry and you can go flat out, and then another part is still so wet that you turn the wheel and nothing happens for about 3 weeks, and then you slide into a barrier. So yeah, it's awkward conditions, and we're going to see that very much so in these two heats. We had a third and a second in our first two heats, so okay, not too bad, top 3 in both, setting ourselves up for a good B final starting position if we keep this up. And yeah, let's just dive straight into the racing and see how many times I can spin around. Okay then guys, so here we go. Heat 3, we're on the grid, waiting for the green light. There it is. Get a decent start. Not great, not terrible. We're obviously forced the inside, we're on the even number, so we're just going to follow Ryan ahead. He's super fast, so we're going to just go wherever he goes basically. This guy's going to come the inside, and we're going to go for the super wide line. We're actually going to take it this time, and we get worried by that guy, but then we just see the benefit of taking that proper wet line. I just shoot straight past him, and then again staying wide here, catching this dry patch on the right hand side, just getting us a bit of drive, sticking wide round here, and the guy ahead spins, and we've benefited another position just from being on the right line, taking it gentle, and yeah, not making any silly mistakes yet. And then yeah, another wide line. Now you can see it's still super slippery here. I'm just turning left for an eternity, and then here I think, oh, I can get up the inside of him, and obviously I can. I don't know why I defaulted back to that kind of rushing mentality. Again, the line here is pretty good. I maybe cut back across a little bit too early, and don't get as great a drive up the hill as I could have, and then coming around here, it's actually going to grip this time. That was a bit of a heart in my mouth. I thought I'd come in way too hot, but it actually gripped, which was a relief. And then yeah, nice and wide down here. This was still pretty slippery, this part, as you can see, as I just glide into the barriers. And yeah, the tracks started to dry out in places, but some places, such as this corner here, it is still just an ice rink, and you can't really do anything. We go for the wide line, much better line here. Look how much better grip we've got round there, better drive out of there, and we turn in a bit too late here, and we don't get to take the wide line, and then we're the sitting duck on the slippery line, just going sideways. Yeah, I'm just not even fully on the accelerator there, and I'm just going sideways as the back end can't grip. And up the top here, again, it gripped pretty well, but we missed the dry patch on the right hand side and just slide, and then it's impossible to get back over to the left, and then we're on the slippy stuff and we just slide over, and luckily that guy was also on the slippy stuff, so couldn't take advantage of our poor line causing us to slide out. And yeah, it started great, this heat, but then once I got into a fight, and then we see he's got better drive out the last corner, and then I've panicked again, and I've gone up the inside, and just look how much time I lose from that. And yeah, this heat started really well. I started driving the right line, staying in the right places, and then again I've panicked and cut across too early, and not gained anything up the hill. So yeah, that was it was a disappointing heat for me. And we're going to go up this top corner. We were alright in this heat up this. Yeah, maybe cut back a bit soon, but no, we just missed the dry patch. We do get across to it though, which allows us to get over to the left and off the slippy line down here. And you can see just how much I gained from avoiding that slippy line down the hill. But it's still slippery around here, and that's the checkered flag, and there's no chance to get that position back. So that was a disappointing 4th place after a great start. Again, I panicked, and I started drifting back off the optimal line to try and go faster, and it just ends up with you going slower. So yeah, that was heat 3. Fastest lap in that one was a 46.18, and Ryan won the heat with a 41.98. So he was over 4 seconds a lap faster than me, which is absolutely ridiculous. Just shows how bad my line was. despite having a better line early on. So yeah, we've got a third, a second and a fourth currently, so we're going to need a good last heat to get us a decent finishing position, starting position for the finals. So let's jump straight into heat 4. Okay then guys, so here we go, heat 4. I'm starting third on the grid for this one, and as we can see the track is still wet in this part, but it is drying out pretty quickly at this point. Well, not pretty quickly, but it's drying out at patches, and some patches are super dry and you can go flat out on them, and some parts are still just absolute death traps. So we can see the grids are nice and dry here. So again, we line up in third place, eyes up for the lights, guide seconds looking back, and yeah, there we go, green light, away we go, and we get a decent start. We're going to go outside because we know that's where the grip is. We're actually gonna take the sensible line. The guys inside slide, and we slot around one of them, and then round here we get a decent turn in here from the right hand side of that line. Line it up, and up the hill we go, and unfortunately he's right on the line we need to be on, and we can't turn out of that, so we just give him a little nudge up the hill, and then again we go wide, he goes inside, worries about us, and look at that, he just slides out. We hit the grippy dry patch on the outside, and he's going to force us onto that slippery line, but he's going to take it himself. He's going to slide out, we're just going to get out the accelerator, and just roll around the corner, let him slide off, and we'll pick up the pieces and get through. And again, taking that outside line, not being pressured into taking the inside line in this one. I'm actually, you know, driving it properly. Turn in a bit late again though, and don't get the line I want through there. But we get an alright drive up the hill. And the guys behind didn't get a better drive than us. That's all that matters really, I guess. And again, we stick wide. This has started to be quite grippy up here now, so we're feeling alright. And then we hit our friend the dry patch on the right hand side of this straight, turn in, stay around the outside down here, just avoid the dry racing line and get a much better drive. We still drifted into the barrier a bit there, but it didn't hurt us too much. And then this is dry, so we just get on the power straight away here, and that launches us towards the first corner, where again we stay outside, stick it round, and we've started to build up quite a gap we can see, so we don't need to panic here. So we turn in, and again a little bit late on the turn in and a little bit too early on the turning back across the racing line. Needed to stick way right on that chicane. Coming up to the top hill, we're getting a bit confident, we're feeling alright, entering that a bit faster, getting a good line down the hill, and you can see as we're sliding then we hit that dry patch and it just launches us forward. Coming around this corner again, we're staying off that slippery line on the inside, and yeah, pretty happy with how we're driving. We're out in front, we're controlling it, we're not making any silly mistakes, we're not losing time to the guys behind, and we're driving mostly the wet lines, especially this bottom and top corner, getting happy with those. This one I'm still not getting right, so I turn in, then I turn out, then I turn in, I end up on the slippery line, I turn back across too soon, and I've just messed that corner up completely. So now we're coming up the hill, we're feeling confident, we're feeling good, we know we can turn in, oh no, we turned in on a slippery patch, but luckily that gap we've built up is sufficient, and we can get onto our friend the dry patch again there and just stay ahead. It's the last lap, so we just need to get around these last couple of corners without spinning, and we should be good. There was a heart and mouth moment though when that spin started, because I wasn't sure how much of a buffer I had, and then we come around the corner flat out and take the checkered flag. We get a heat win, which is great, and our fastest lap in that one was a 42.09. That's 4 seconds faster than our heat 3 time, and we were half a second faster than the guy in second, and 3 and 7 seconds faster than the other two guys. So that was a good heat for me. I finally started taking some of the right lines, if not all of them. I started to get a bit more confident. There was the mistake at the top corner where I spun, but overall pretty happy with that. So yeah, first, second, third and fourth put us with second on the grid in the B final. So for the last video it's nice and simple. Start in second, keep it pointing forwards, and just don't spin. That's the plan. If the other guys can overtake me, then hands up, fair play to them. They've outdone me. So I just need to keep on with these lines that I've picked up on in here, and just sit in second and take that point through to the final. So thank you very much for watching this one, guys. A little bit less rain in this one, but definitely still lots of slipping and sliding, lots of fun had. and join us in the next part for the finals. See if I can qualify through that B final. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good day.